So, you want your tarot good. Do you have a lighter? I wanted to light the candle for ambiance, ambiance, but I forgot to light it. It's okay. Just pretend there's flames and stuff. I have some stones here. I gathered you can hold. Actually, pick which one you want. Got this one. It's more of an oval shape. This one's a little bit more round, similar color and level of roughness. And this one's got rings. So, which one speaks to you? And reveal. Okay, that one said didn't want to be held by you, so now you get to pick this one, this one, this one. Okay, cool. Right, take a deep breath. Got this deck here. And they will answer your questions or tell me about your past, present, and future. No. Yeah, I'll shuffle. Don't you worry. Now, so spread them out. That was impressive for me. Okay, so pick three. 1, 2, 3. Pick 3. Okay. That's your past. This one. Okay. One. Okay. Your future. Don't need these. Yeah, thanks for. I know it's really awkward back here. But this is where they said to do the tarot reading. Are you ready? Are you ready for questions about your past and your present and your future to be answered? I really wish I had a lighter. Let's begin with your past. Okay, you got an upside down cougar. I don't know what that means. I actually don't have a pamphlet for these cards. Yeah, it's a tarot deck, yeah. The upside down cougar. What could that mean? Well, based on what I know about cougars, they care for their young. I think though the upside down aspect of this, as in it's facing away from me, means that maybe you're the young in the situation, which makes sense because it's in your past. So this is about you being a baby. So cougars are typically older women who go after younger men, typically. So, I'm sure that it can be a little bit more gender neutral than that. So, when you were younger, did you like older women? And not like older women, but I mean like a grade older than you. Was that a thing you were into? Well, yeah, so I see how that could play out with the cougar card. Oh, there's actually facts on here on the back. On the back, there's cougar facts. Throughout western United States and Canada and all of South America. Also known as a puma or mountain lion. But I feel like cougar, we're gonna stick with that. One of the most adaptable wildcats inhabiting snow-covered mountains and tropical rainforests. Okay, so you could be very adaptable. But again, since this is upside down, maybe you weren't adaptable. Like maybe you struggled to be adaptable. Solitary hunters, only mothers and kittens live in groups. So you weren't a solitary hunter back in the day. Back in the day, you were not. You needed other people, which again makes sense. When you're younger, you rely on people taking care of you. So it's see, I told you I'm good at terrors. I told you. And cougars can leap up to 18 feet to a tree branch. But like I said, upside down means everything's the opposite. So you could not do that. And also you probably weren't very athletic. So just to reiterate, you went after older women. Again, I don't like saying older women because that sounds like problems. But I mean like girls who were maybe like a grade older than you or like had their birthday first, stuff like that. So that, and you needed people back in the day, and also you weren't athletic. I think that sums up your past. And you probably didn't like to eat small to medium-sized mammals, deer, and sheep. Yeah. Okay. I mean, look, this is so cute. I think this represents you. I think this was you back in the day. And this was maybe the girl who got held back a grade. Next one. Pronghorn, also upside down. So this is your present. Your present is an upside down pronghorn. What do I know about pronghorns? What do you know about pronghorns? Being as you are one currently. She started out as a predator, so to speak. You're supposed to grow up into a predator, but now you've become prey. And that's kind of a big change, you know. But I mean, maybe in your future you're turning into grass, or whatever pronghorns eat. Pronghorns, I think of them as being very fast, but you know, it is upside down. And we know that you're not that athletic in general. So the pronghorn, I have seen pronghorns before. They're quite small. And yeah, they just jump around like crazy. So with the pronghorn as your present, maybe you feel very small and maybe you feel like you're jumping around a lot from one thing to another. I don't know. It's hard to and stay still in this society. But I think maybe you should think of that as a negative because it's upside down. And maybe consider doing the opposite of that. Maybe make yourself bigger and maybe start occupying a single space for a while. Stop and graze. Stop jumping around. Stop acting like everybody's chasing you. I also think they move around in herds. There's also has facts on the back of it. See, that's you and all your friends. That's a good friend. A band or herd of pronghorns is what it's called when you're in a group. Are you in a band? Really? That's cool. Sometimes they eat cactus, but mostly they eat grass and low shrubs. They're the fastest animal in North America and the second fastest in the world. It's really crazy. Okay, so you really just zipping around all the time. You're practically a cheetah. That's what this is saying. This is saying you're practically a cheetah. Although similar to antelopes, goats, and deer, pronghorns belong to their own scientific family. So you're kind of your own thing. You are with your people, and your people are your only people, and cousins and whatever else, that's nothing to you. You are not really related to anything except for your people. Do with that what you will. Pronghorns are curious animals. They have been known to get close to humans. Okay, again though, this is upside down. You need to remember that. So maybe you're actually not that curious and maybe you don't get close to other humans. Maybe you're more of an animal person. Maybe you just like sticking with pronghorns and that's the only other kind of people or animal that you stick with. You've got your group currently. So it's nice though because you went from kind of a solitary creature who still relied on others but still relatively solitary to having your crew, having your gang, having your band, as they say, of pronghorns. Pronghorn can go a week without water. I wouldn't recommend that. I think you should drink a lot of water. What else? Can make 15-foot leaps, top speed 60 miles per hour. I can't decide if I think you're the opposite of a pronghorn or if you are a pronghorn and that's a problem. So let's explore. If you're the opposite of a pronghorn, maybe you should try to be more like a pronghorn. They're curious, they're interested in people, they've got their posse, their band. They're very fast, very athletic. I mean, they probably take good care of their legs, probably do a lot of stretches. And go a week without water. Again, I don't think that's really feasible, but maybe you're drinking too much water or coffee or iced coffee. Yeah, well, let's cut back on that. Because maybe you don't need it. Maybe your body knows what you need. And you can go a week without iced coffee first thing in the morning. Okay, that's if you're not a pronghorn. If you are a pronghorn and there's problems with being a pronghorn, I think you need to branch out a little bit. Maybe you're in an echo chamber of sorts. All you do is talk to other pronghorns. You only know other pronghorns. I don't think I'm a pronghorn, so I think by asking you to read your tarot at this party, you've come a long way. But remember what it was like to be a cougar. Remember what it was like to be a baby cougar. A kitten or a cub. And maybe you should drink more water. Maybe you should have more iced coffee. I know this is mixed messages. It's really loud right now. I can hear the bass downstairs and it's really throwing me off. But how's your rock? Is your energy? You know, maybe it's the candle. I threw the whole thing off not having a lighter, didn't I? What else? Yeah, if you're a pronghorn, maybe you should just take it slow. Maybe you should slow down. Like I said, you should take it slow. Stop jumping around. Stop being so anxious. Stop being so fast. Maybe you're kind of a show-off. Are you a show-off? Like you're like, I'm the second fastest at the school. I'm the second fastest at the workplace. I want to hear that. So maybe stop bragging about it so much. Again, that's if you're a pronghorn and that's a problem. Also, I think you should love yourself. Alright, let's move on to your future. Sounds also good. I'm starting to think I didn't shuffle these good enough. Your future is a alligator. At first thought, this doesn't look good, but I think we can spin it. Even though, again, it is upside down. And that's so far only been a negative thing. Alligators are scary and they are practically dinosaurs. And they can rip a limb off. And then they do that thing where they roll in the water. Or is that a crocodile? What's the difference? I think alligators are sounds more like it. And crocodiles are like it. I think. Alligators found in warm wetlands and swamps of Texas and the southeastern United States. Avoid those areas. Just don't go there. In your future, I would avoid it. I think that makes sense. That actually checks out. Top sprint speed is 30 miles per hour though, so I think you can outrun them should anything happen. Babies are called hatchlings. Watch out for hatchlings. Alligators to me evoke dinosaurs because they've been around forever. They kind of look like a dinosaur. They're very strong reptiles. So I think you should avoid museums. If they do end up making Jurassic Park, don't go. Eggs that are kept at 90 to 93 degrees Fahrenheit become males. Eggs kept at 82 degrees Fahrenheit become females. Well, that's nuts. Now let's explore this possibility. The alligator is who you will be in the future. If that's the case, I think that's pretty good luck for you because you're a super strong predator. You've settled down a little bit, you're not as jumpy. And you can join a congregation. You know, I can't really think of a lot of good things about alligators. Super tough skin. That's good. You need tough skin. You seem a little sensitive. So, tough skin. Sharp teeth. That means you've got a bunch of teeth still left. They haven't fallen out yet. Alligators. So that's if you are an alligator. I think that could work out. Good for you. I think the overarching lesson in your life is finding your people, finding your herds. Maybe you searched for it in the wrong places, and then maybe you got a little too comfortable, and then maybe you find your true hardened self after life really just throws it at you. I think you're gonna go through a change where you have to really toughen up. You have to get a little mean. But that's only to protect your hatchlings that you can apparently change the sex of based on the heat. Crazy. So carry that with you and don't be ashamed of your past. Don't be ashamed of when you were small. and you needed someone to take care of you. And don't be ashamed of your present either. It's okay to have your echo chamber. It's okay to have your people. We all do. And don't be ashamed of turning into an alligator. Don't be ashamed of being tough. Don't be ashamed of doing an alligator roll. I think it's called a crocodile roll. I think that this seems like a pretty good character arc overall. Did that answer your question about if you should ask your crush out? It did? Okay, cool. I don't understand how their backs changed. I mean, I did on purpose. Magic, sleight of hand, I can read your future. Thank you so much for sitting with me. Can I have my rock back? Okay, thank you. I think someone else wanted me to read their